Hello my little dragonlings and welcome to a bit of an update actually. How to start it off with? Well, to start it off with is I'm moving. I'm finally moving out of my own house, out of my, well, to be honest, my parents' home, so that's gonna be fun. But before I do that, I've gonna be heading up to a convention called Armageddon. If you guys know it, good on you. If you don't, I thought I just heard the cat. It's basically like if you know BronyCon or I don't know, there's a few other cons out there. Armageddon is sort of like that, where people just pure random come together, cosplay, really up to what goes on. Yeah, I'll be making a video on that, as well as have I'll be cosplaying myself. I'll try to do a video, no extreme promises on that, but I definitely know I'll be doing a few more videos before I actually do move. So that will be my Portal 2 series. I'm hoping to go just by chapter by chapter by chapter if I can, but because we're coming up to the Wheatley part, it won't be happening anytime soon. What else? Oh yes, I'll be also doing my own review on Volcanus. Volcanus? Yeah. Power of the Prime dinosaur Dinobots. Yeah. I'm looking at her transformer right now. She's literally just there on the pillow right beside. As well as Power of the Prime Optimus Prime. Oh, and what's Orion Pax? That's the one. That's the one I'm trying to remember. Orion Pax. So that's gonna be exciting. At this moment in time, I may do a bit of a Transformer review on one of the Transformers I have here. I've used her quite a bit during the temporary state of Volcanus. Volcanus? Yeah. I don't have all the Dinobots, mind you, but I do have most of them, so... Well, I've got all 5 that I needed for Volcanus. I can't even speak. Volcanus. Meow. Meow. What's wrong? What? Do you want 3, you silly animal? Give me a moment. What? Where are you? Do you want in? Come on. Head towards the launch, you silly thing. Silly furball of destruction. Which reminds me, I've got a muffin to eat for my birthday. Also, other news. Past week, my birthday went by, so I'm now 21. Yay. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I still got the box now. Give me a moment. While I'm at it, I might as well do the review now. That box I'm after? Awesome. Where's the box? It's not in there. It's got all the instructions in it. What the hell? Okay. Where did the box go? I haven't put it away. Yes, I did. I feel like an idiot now. Where the hell? Where? Is the IQ brush? Oh, why is that the first one that comes to mind? Give me a moment, guys. I'm gonna have to pause the video for a bit. Okay, so basically I found what I was after. It was hiding behind something else, surprisingly. And I've lost another set of instructions which have probably fallen over the side of the bed, so yeah. So the review I'll be doing is on Moonracer. That's her name. Apparently she's got a gun. I don't know where it is at this point in time. So, there she is. Sorry if she seems a little bright. Hold on, let me just dim it down so you can actually somewhat see the colour. As you can tell, moon racer, a hand. Doesn't look like much, but it is a hand. But how I've got it, it looks more like a engine kind of thing, like that, or a gun, depending on how you put it on. So basically how her one is, mostly is all paint. There are a few occasional details on it, but other than that, the model is actually pretty good. So handgun is actually pretty good like that. But if you really wanted to, you can make it a hand blaster. Just stick out the thumbs, make it look like a chess piece, and just stick it on her arm. You can stick it on either side of her body, basically. It doesn't really worry too much, because you could stick it in one hand or the other socket. Lower that down just a little bit more, so you can still see the colour, but it's not. No, it still needs to be a little bit bright. Yeah, that will do. Should have fixed the lighting beforehand, but I wasn't expecting to do this right away. Anyway, yeah, power of the prime piece inside. Let me see if we try and get that one out. Oh, there. Oh, shit. Yeah, basically power of the prime, a little symbol. Can't see much, but it's not really a big chunk like a few others. Unfortunately. Probably stops it from like falling out or something. I thought I was going to get one of the special ones, like the time one that apparently is a head. But I got that as a joke. Anyway, yeah. Basically, she's got good movement in her arms, both of them. Not loose, bend at the wrist, elbows. There's only a slight problem with the hands because you can't really turn them side to side. They can only go in and out kind of thing, but that's mainly for transforming her in every transform. You've got a swivel at the elbow, so you can actually turn it in and out. So you can have her having fist or straight on hand. I prefer the straight on hand. Apparently there's a bit of a sway to the feet. Don't know what's that for. It's kind of pointless. Probably just to get the model to stay still. Swivel at the head. So a perfect up-down motion. Nod. Shake. Left, right, up, down, so on and so forth. Same thing. Full 360. Spin with hand and arm. The legs, they actually are brilliant, in my opinion, for the legs. Because if you're going to try and transform her and have the legs the other way around, it doesn't actually close in. You actually have to have it one way, and it will work wonders. So she could still do that perfect split, like almost all Transformers. I'm pretty sure only a few, when you turn them around, they don't actually have like a second kind of ball joint. You have a ball joint at the actual hip, but with this one, you've got a ball joint on the inside, right within there. But you also got like a second one, like an extra layering. So yeah, as you can tell, the hole's now gone. But that's where it stops. So it's got like that perfect leg motion. Got the knee joint at 1 and 2 of the legs. If you want to go further, you could bend it at the knee, but it would be probably most recommended to do that while transforming. Yeah. Other than that, the model is actually pretty brilliant from my perspective. Movable feet up and down, but that's about it. Lewd face. Up and down motion, that's mainly it. So, yeah. The back for me, for the one that meant to look like a G1 transformer like a few of the others. This one I don't, because I'm pretty sure her back wasn't like she was carrying a backpack, or I don't know, maybe a jetpack or something, because with this it looks like she is. Yeah, there are a few gaps and holes that shouldn't be there. If they were filled in, they would probably make it look a lot better. She can also change into an arm or leg, depending on which one you want, just to do fill-ins, like I did with Volcanus, who's standing up there, high above, for Optimus Prime, looking above, looking after my room while I'm gone at work. Anyway, yeah, let's get to transforming her. So the best place for me to probably start would be actually turning her legs around at one waist, so they're back to front, but then you'll probably go like, but then it's upside down. You'll be correct. That's why they've given her a double swivel. Once you disconnect the back from the actual connection. Right. Yeah. Then you want to lift up her arms outwards. And where do I go? And spin her at the actual hip itself. Then you've got her feet back the right way, but she's also got a maid skirt. No, I don't know. I really don't. Yeah, you want to connect the legs. There's two connections. You've got one with two pegs and one at the back. Then you've got just a single one and no peg at the back. The no peg at the back will be fitting in within that little hole just in there. So you want to move that around like so. So they're all connected. The next part is going to be interesting because you want to bend her legs a bit. Depending on if you want to make her a leg or a hand, probably better just to go from either vehicle mode, because that's what the instructions say, but it doesn't give me much of the option to do much else, but it is apparently recommended. Then you want to try and move her feet back up so they lock into the leg pegs that are hidden right within here. So clip those in, slide the roof over, and then you've got the front part. Right, the next part is to lift up her body and push it forward. Tilt her head back, spin her head around so it locks in there, and switch it back so now she's got no head. But the best way to do something is to actually flip that forward just a bit. Now we move on to the hands, which we clip them in forwards. Lock them knuckles to knuckles and spin them around towards the back, and you may have to fold them at the elbow. Lift up the side panels so it looks like she's got wings, and bring them around until they lock into place. The little ball joint at the actual arm is the most recommended spot to do that. Oh crap, I forgot one part there. Yeah, you want to lock them in to the arms as well, but there is also an extra part at the back which is annoying because you have to lock them in towards the actual back bit just in there. You can't see, just right in there, that little area right in there. They lock in. Keep the hands back straight, straight-ish, and there you go. Her weapon would sit at the back over here, while her engine, I'm going to call it, would sit and connect into this little plug-in here. Because of how it is, it looks weird sitting like that, so I would spin around and make it sort of look more engine-y-ish. Because of how the power is, it looks like the wind will just ride over and go and boosting her forward. And you got like the little jetpacks at the back, which does that. And there you go. Simple little thing, easy, basic. She's still got that rotation at the actual big hip, but I don't feel like, yeah, I didn't lock that in properly. Because I was trying to get the... this part is loose, so if you want you can have it there or actually connect it to her side. It does make it harder for her to drive, mind you. So they do recommend actually having it where the head would be. I'm going to have to change my name to Place One Does Things or Place One Gaming. So yeah, connect it in there, spin that around. And it actually does look a whole lot better at like stuck at the back, like it's the actual engine itself, instead of being up front, where it would probably sit. Yeah, that's Moon Racer in vehicle mode. Wheels spin perfectly because they've just been clipped on, which is actually a hell of a lot of better. Yeah, I'll actually transform her into her leg actually. So remove the engine / shield. This part is the interesting part because you have to move her arms up, keeping them how they are. Lock them back into place. There's a way to do this, and I just lost it. Oh no, because there's like that, because they've got like an extra slip so that you can actually have them interlock depending on how you've got them. So set that there, plug that in there. Hands are now upwards, giving her like a spoiler, which actually, for my opinion, looks a lot better than how they have it in the book. So let's take a look at this. Plug that in there like so. Oops. Yeah, it doesn't look that bad, but it could be better. So if you don't really want that on, you don't have to have it on. This does give it like that nice look actually, instead of trying to touch them right in the hand. So oh, that's the next one. There was another way to do this. Alright, there. Spin that around. No, that's not even it. Trying to remember. And doing it badly. Because I need that there. How did I get it last time? Because that needs to come up. if you're going to go legs, then you don't need that out. Because there's like a certain thing in there which you pull out, flip that around, and I'm trying to remember how the rest goes. I've got the little instruction book here just to double check that I'm doing it right. Other side, because I'm transforming her not into an arm but a leg, so just double check. Oh, it's just the wheels. Okay, so that needs to right, switch around like that and plug them in. Oops. To the leg pieces there, and there you go. You got the Really, is that how I meant to look? Oh, you have to spin that up. You spin that around? Oh no, that is that. Well, you got the leg. Just because this is a handpiece, I used it as like a foot, but just realizing now from a few other tutorials that it's actually not the straight up foot. It is just, like I said, a handpiece. You need the actual deluxe foot joint for it to actually work properly. Other than that, it's just, yeah. It looks good when you get it there, but that's only if you get it there. So, yeah. There's your leg. It doesn't bend well, in my opinion, but that's only because you're bending it at the actual back part where it actually connects. So let's get that back together and put her back into car mode. Then we'll go from there just to do the leg, which takes a lot more steps, which you'll still need the arms out, so we'll leave it like that. We'll get the hand sorted, so thumbs out, fingers out. Here you go, your hand. Looks weird, but I can't do much about that. Now can I? So the arm, it does take a lot more steps than not. I just have to try and double check that I've got it right. Yeah. So basically, lock that up. Spin that which way? That way. If you had the instructions books, you wouldn't need this, but if you lost it, just double check. Yep, that now just needs to click down that way, and that needs to disconnect. And pull out just a bit, and we'll connect that up. Because apparently it says she becomes, she's part of another set which takes Elite 1. Haven't seen one of those. I have seen Jazz once, if not twice. Slug and Snarl I have. Yeah. Well, there you go. Right. Yeah. It's actually a lot better because you can bend it up here, but as well as you have like the extra double joints of actually bending it back and forth. So you're getting like that actual proper elbow where you can actually bring it up to the shoulder. In this case, if they could, it'd be brilliant if they actually had like, I don't know, maybe joints to connect it within the actual leg part within here, so it stops like failing about and it doesn't look weird, and so you don't actually have to hold it right at the legs and when you bend it. Other than that, it's actually a pretty good arm. I've used it on Volcanus. Made a joke with my friend when he was down. Toa Duncan Nuva. Everyone should know him because of his live streams. So if you don't know him, check him out. Yeah. Other than that, Power of the Primes, Moon Racer and Arm Edition. Well done. Have to do a little shake. Well done. It's Buzz Lightyear all over again, folks. Reference not found. She's very easy just to change back. Just need to do a few minor spins. Bring that down just a bit. Bring that back up a bit. Come on, in you go. Lock in. Move the head back up. Thumbs out, fingers in. Lock that down. And just lock it in like that. Yeah, simple little thing. Love it. If you're like just missing a part, she's actually brilliant just to do a fill in. Love the hand a lot more than the actual foot, but I only needed her for the foot because I was missing one. Other than that, that was about it. Yeah, I've lost another instruction somewhere about. So, other than that, yeah. I'm hoping I find it soon. Rather than later, wherever it's been tossed. Other than that, guys, that's the thing. I've talked about Armageddon. I did a bit of a review on a Transformer. Said I was moving. Yeah, I think that's it. So other than that, guys, I hope you liked, enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys in other videos, actually. Other than that, bye.